Anything you guys on the music side would say? The backline guys are quiet as usual, but
it's after dinner.
We're in the shadows, man.
We're just like, whee.
I was just going to add to the preparation thing that one of the things that means the most to me is when I'm rehearsing for music, like before a weekend, I don't play in church a lot now because we're all playing through the week and it's nice to just go to church. But is when you're acquainting yourself with the music to just connect with it from not necessarily strictly just a musical place, but when you can find that, spiritual connection with the music, it's just going to allow you to lead everybody, I think, in a lot more, freedom, so that you're not just, in your tunnel vision of thinking about the chords and whatnot. So
I think that's great. As much as it's important for the worship leaders to have their private time of worship, I would encourage all the musicians, and I know the guys would as well. It's especially easy when you're by yourself learning a song, but really take time to worship with it. Once you get it under your fingers, once you learn how to play it, don't just do the memorization thing. Take time to, I don't sing very well at all, but I'll sit there and belt by myself sometimes, because I think it does that. It gets you in. It lets you start experiencing the spirit of the song before you go, try to lead a bunch of folks in it.
And I think that's a whole skill in and of itself, is being able to be so familiar with the music that you are actually worshiping while you play, but you have to be familiar with the music to do that. So,
practice.
Well, and especially as songs, I don't mean this to sound bad, but especially on some of the simpler songs.
Sure.
Songs can be easier to learn.
Yeah.
How many times can we play 1-6-4-5, 1-6-4-5, 1-6-4-5? And so if we get into that mode, it's almost even more important because there are songs that are very similar.
Right.
And so what do we have to do to get to the heart of the song instead of just the pattern of the music?
I had the thought earlier when y'all were talking how many times I had a major shift a few years ago, because probably many of you, these guys can hear a song 2 or 3 times on the way to church. And because we all have good ears, I could play it, especially a lot of our worship songs. I'm not going to make a mistake. But that's not okay. And I used to think that was like, I do think that's valuable. It's awesome to be able to learn music quick. But I used to think that was okay. Like, I could learn this on the way to church. It's simple. I'll just write a quick note. But that's really not okay. It doesn't allow you to get into the songs. And I still am. I still have to watch that in myself. But yeah, just speaking to dive into the songs and experience it for yourself as a musician or the worship leader.
Yeah, I just think making that connection with the songs on as deep a level as you possibly can is just something really special,
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I was just going to say, too, that remembering that songs are also prayers and they're confessions. And so for our own lives, but also as a body of believers. So I think that's just one exercise of getting into more of the meat of the song and, like, what is the confession? Like, what are we saying? You are the everlasting God. You never sleep. You never slumber. Like, you are enough. We are weak, but your power is made perfect in our weakness. Like, it's confessing the word of God, and it's unifying, right? That's what songs are for the church. It's for unification. And so often, it's a good thing to even maybe have like a quarterly thing with your worship leaders, and just maybe you take your 25 songs and you pick, the top 10 or whatever, and just kind of even, I don't know, you could come up with a study, or as the leader, or you could just even discuss, like, what does this mean to y'all? What is the confession behind this? And, like, I think it just, all those things, like, cause you to lead it from a different place and in a different way with more confidence, like I was saying.